Filhas a Maria. Maria. All right, now, basses and tenors. Please do your best not to hurt yourselves on your words, because I know you have so many in this piece. Okay, just be careful. Law. That's the only word you have in this whole song. I know. So I tell you what, I'm going to start with y'all since y'all start the whole thing. So here we go. Here are your first pitches. Now, we would think we're in F major, right? Because it sounds like it at first, but we're not in F major. What are we in? F Lydian, which means what? A raised 4. And in this case, it's B flat. So sometimes there will be some B flats, but for the most part in this piece, they're all B naturals. So be aware of that. Here we go. Nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. Just tenors and basses. Yeah, it's okay. How about a little slower? 1 and 2, yeah. So, but even slower. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. Now, the notes are right, but our vowels are not great. So let's fix them. So not la, but law. Okay. There you go. Now we don't want law. We don't want Kermit the Frog in there, right? We don't want that. We don't want that. Law. We want resonance, but it has to be forward. Okay? Let's try it one more time. Here are your pitches. 1 and 2 and 3. Good. Okay. And what dynamic are we right here? Prove it. Good. And as you start to run out of air, keep everything open. Don't Everything has to be nice and tall. One more time. Same spot. Okay, let me hear tenors. Start at measure 4, tenors. Right on measure 4. Right on measure 4. C. 4. La. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, and you'll see that there is something highlighted right there. What is that? Breath mark. And so what do I want you to do? Please. 1 and 2 and 3. And what did we not do that time? We didn't breathe. La, 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 la. Why don't we do what Terry just did? Why don't we snap where we're supposed to breathe?
Mr. Bradley?
Yes?
I think the confusion is how much time does a breath get? Is it a quarter rest? Is it an eighth rest?
I'm thinking 8th rest. Okay? This piece goes about 144. Okay? That's about how fast it's going to go. Okay? But right now, we're not going to worry about that. We're just worrying about that 8th rest right now. So here we go. La. One more time, tenors. 2 and 3. La, 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 la. And let's snap on that rest. Again, ready and sing. La, 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 la. There we go. La, la, la. Yep. We'll start right there, right on measure 6. Right on measure 6. 1 and 2 and 3. La, 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 la. Again and sing. La, 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 la. Better. Basses. Let's look at yours. This is right on measure 4. Right on measure 4. La. 1 and 2 and wait. Here's what we're gonna do in measure 5. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in measure 5? What do I want you to do? Breathe. And how do you know when to do it? We're gonna snap. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna snap. Measure 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, let's sing that one more time. Start on measure 6. Sing your first note of measure 6. Ready and go. La. Second note. Third note. Last note. There we go. Yeah. Make sure we go into our head voice right there, so that way we keep it nice and light. Because this is a French madrigal. Okay? It's a song about how ladies shouldn't get married. Because men will become jealous.
LOL.
And so they should just stay single and be that way, you know? So there you go. Okay? Here we go. One more time over. Let's start over at measure 4 again, basses. 1 and 2 and 3. There we go.
Good. Talk amongst yourselves. 10 seconds. Remember what is it?
Do not be keep me.
Yes. So even in radio rehearsal, refocus your right hand to show musical ideas, or like use your music idea, like, use your right hand to do that.
Okay.
Whatever, but not just like.
Right. Good. Oh, let's go all the way back to measure 1. Tenors and basses. How much time do I have left?
7 8 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. Here we go. Tenors and basses from the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3. Good. Now right there, basses, you're going to hold all the way. You're going to hold all the way until the last possible second. You're going to put an 8th rest at the end of that measure. Tenors, you're going to put an 8th rest after beat 2, so that way you can re-sing your la.
Hey, Kane, how
Yes.
would you give that direction more succinctly?
Bass, 8th note last measure. Tenors, 8th note after second beat. At rest.
How could you make that even more succinct?
Follow your music.
But then I think that lacks clarity. I think
Yes.
what you're saying is good. How can we just package it into a smaller?
Oh,
I will take ideas from the peanut gallery as well. Ben,
8 notes of the breath mark.
say that one more time.
8 notes of the breath mark.
8th note, 8th rest at the breath mark.
Oh, yes, there you go.
Okay,
TV,
8th rest at the breath.
8th rest at the breath mark.
Okay. One more time for measure 1. Good, good. Now, what happens right there at the end of that measure? It repeats. Where's it go back to? It goes back to the beginning. Excellent. Sopranos and altos. Since we're having them sing on law, why don't we go ahead and sing on law for right this second, and let's see how we can do. We might change it. Here's your first pitch, alto. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, good, good. So that is very strange sounding, isn't it? It does not follow what you think it should do. It feels like it should go la la la, but it's la la la. Yes, it is. It is very funky. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead. Let me have sopranos and altos right now sing the alto part, just for the first 3 measures. Just the first 3 measures. Here we go. Here's your note. 1 and 2 and 3. Now, why did I have sopranos sing with alto? Because you do the exact same thing, but then it changes, and that's why we did it together. I know, I'm sorry. Here we go. One more time, that same thing. Good. Can we look up a little bit more? And I'm going to try and do some more musical things. More time. There we go. Much better. Much better. Now, altos first, then sopranos. That's okay. That's all right. Sopranos, what happened right there was we just didn't cut off that quarter note fast enough, and then we kind of got lost on the last little bit right there. But that's all right. Hey, you did great. Start at measure 6, sopranos. How much time do I have left, Terry?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Let's start right there on measure 6, sopranos. And yep, let's sing our last note our first note at 7. First note at 7. Next note you sing. There it is. So if you think about it that we are in F, so, and you're just going down to me. Okay. Let's do that one more time. Starting at measure 6, sopranos. And make sure that we don't hold that 8th note too long. La 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 la. Just an 8th note on the end, right?
So all of that instruction, you could have just la 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 la, and you wouldn't have had to say anything. You're doing a great job, Kane. I want to see if you can conduct the sopranos again, and instead of keeping time with your right hand, can you do something else that aids them in their learning?
Yes.
How can our gesture be applied to helping them?
Start at measure 6. One more time. It feels weird not keeping time.
Did you need, let's ask them, how was that for you all?
It was good. That was good.
Okay.
And then now you also treat them like high-dollar musicians. So then they start to hold themselves to a higher standard as well. Yeah.
All right, I think that's time.
Oh, is that time?